What's good, world? This is Max Recitar from SLAMKicks, and you're watching The Soul Connection. This is the series dedicated to the most legendary basketball sneakers of all time. To find out why they really do connect us all. Today, we got the T-Mac 3. Now, if you're like me, if you're around my age, then you had the privilege of growing up and seeing prime Tracy McGrady. So you already know what time it is. But if you're a little younger, if you just don't know, then the best way to describe Mac's game is not through the 7 All-Star appearances. It's not through the 2 scoring championships. It's not even through that 13-point in 33-second performance. It's just in the way that he moved. And it's just in the way that he used to glide around the court. And the way that he used to jump up and down and kind of not really care what he was doing. At least it looked like that. Because all of a sudden, if he was just chilling, he would catch the ball and he would make magic happen. You know, he could pass, he could rebound, he could defend, he could do all that. But when he would catch the ball to score, stop, man. Stop. Anyone, anywhere, anytime, T-Mac was going to get a bucket. No one could guard him. He was the best scorer on earth for a moment. Yes. Number 8 over in LA, yes. Number 3 over in Philly, yes. I promise you. No shots. It was number 1. Number 1 was number 1. T-Mac was, it was just all light. It was all light for T-Mac. He could post up. He would come out with a drop step. He could drive the lane, jump off 1 foot, jump off 2 feet. Your favorite big man was going to get dunked on. ISO ball, come on, man. ISO ball with T-Mac, you could play the best defense in the world, and that shot would still fall right through the net. Just beautiful. See, he would glide. He would just glide across the court. And all of a sudden, 30 points, 40 points, 50, 62. What's good, Washington? How you doing? That was T-Mac. See, T-Mac's career, it's not in all the stats. It's in the way that he would unlock the imagination of kids. Because the way that he would score was things that we hadn't seen before. And things that we haven't seen since. So that's T-Mac. And a part of T-Mac is, of course, the sneakers. So we got the T-Mac 3 here. Now, the T-Mac 3, we'll get to its most famous moment, which is the 2004 All-Star Game. But this colorway is the Aurora Borealis colorway, released at the 2016 All-Star Weekend in Toronto. Shout out to the 6. You already know it's mad cold up there. So this colorway has this fake hair on the collar and on the tongue. And the T-Mac 3, it has an asymmetrical design. So what that means is that this lateral side right here is different than the medial side. So on the lateral side, you have the clean upper. And materials would shift from colorway to colorway. So you have some fake animal skin on original colorways. This right here is this synthetic upper. But the logo, the 3 stripes would stick no matter what. And then on the medial side, from colorway to colorway, you would have this plastic coating which covered these perforations. And then that plastic coating was layered with these rubber strips. Now, the T-Mac 3, the sauce is really on the inside. So the forefoot has Adiprene Plus. Now, that's a cushioning system that's elastic and it absorbs contact. So it just brings everything right back into the wearer's foot. So that's up here in the forefoot. You also have the torsional system, which is down below. Now that's think of it like a guardrail. It keeps the wearer on the footbed so that you're not sliding everywhere. So you have the torsional system. The EVA midsole leads up into this upper right here, which then leads into the Adiprene Plus. So that's the basic breakdown of the T-Mac 3. Now, lastly, before we get into the 04 All-Star Game, the T-Mac logo. Top 5? You know, we got Jumpman, we got Penny and Kobe. AI's logo is crazy. Rasheed Wallace, so that's 5 right there. Maybe 6, T-Mac's logo. Either way, you got the clean logo hit right up here in the forefoot. Just beautiful. T-Mac used to wear these leg sleeves with his logo on them. You wear one leg sleeve. Shout out to One Leg Sleeve Society. You already know. At the 04 All-Star Game, T-Mac had these 2 colorways that he could wear of the 3. So one of them was red patent leather and the other one was blue patent leather. he couldn't decide what to do, so he mismatched them, and he wore one of each. And T-Mac famously would throw the ball off the backboard to himself, rise up and catch. Most of the time it was for two-handed dunks. And he had two of those moments in the 04 All-Star game. One in the first half, drove past AK-47, Andre Karolinko, big salute. He threw the ball off the glass, rose up, big two-hand tomahawk, kind of like hung in the air for a little bit. And then in the second half, Allen Iverson threw him a lob off the glass on a fast break. And he rose up, little mini windmill, cocked it, one-hand dunk. That's the defining moment of the T-Mac 3. But the T-Mac 3's influence doesn't stop there. Right now, if you look across the NBA and the W, you'll still see players mismatching sneakers all the time. Someone doing it right now, another Adidas athlete, Gary Trent Jr., who's been mismatching his Harden Volume 4s recently. Most famously, though, Jaylen Brown a few years ago, he mismatched a pair of T-Mac 3s in gold and black, which led to a T-Mac shoutout. So, from Gary Trent Jr. to Jaylen Brown to all the other hoopers that mismatch their sneakers. Can't you see how the T-Mac 3 connects us all? Thank you for watching The Soul Connection. I'm Max Ressitone.